How would you say it? I don't know.
No,
everybody's a bad guy in this situation except for Cassie's car.
My poor car and the person inside of it. He came home he bought me pepper spray from Germany because he can't even get it in Holland.
He's messed up now. He's there's some shit going down in this town that we're in.
He's so afraid for me. It's adorable. Like the last 2 days I've gotten texts before I come home. Come home safe. Let me know when you're on the way. Like he's all paranoid that something's going to happen now. And it was a targeted attack. It had nothing to do with just being a random person on the street.
Ginny's currently losing her shit.
I don't know why this is funny.
I don't know. I think we lost Ginny.
I love how the police are well, clearly that guy deserved it.
First inference is obviously if he's getting his ass kicked, he probably had it coming, but we'll look into it anyways.
We'll help you with your car. We're not going to try and figure out who did it for this guy. We're going to try to get because him getting his ass kicked.
I mean, nobody gets their ass kicked for no reason. I mean, come on.
Well, we could go on about that, but we'd be here much, much later.
Oh my God,
there's some weird shit that happens in Holland. So
okay.
People are just a little different over here.
All right, I'm sorry.
I'm happy you're enjoying my story though.
Brian, who are we sponsored by?
All right, today we are unofficially sponsored by Skin On, the artificial skin that can wrap around your smartphone. The interface can be attached to mobile phones, wearable devices, and even laptops or touchpads. A Skin On artificial skin allows device to feel the user's grasp. It also has the ability to detect interactions such as tickling, caressing, or even twisting and pinching. Silence of the Lambs fans, set your phone to it puts its lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. That'll totally creep out literally everyone you know. Skin On, available everywhere. Creepy ass shit is sold.
Have you seen this video, Cass?
I haven't seen the video. Brian and I talked about it while we're waiting for you to log in, and I saw the article, and that was enough for me.
You got to see the video. We're going to post, I don't know what.
Yeah, up in the Canadian area. We're going to post it just to Canadians for our 4 Canadian listeners. Don't you know?
Oh, gosh. Bobby's World.
Jeez, Jenny.
Oh, geez.
We should do a whole episode in bad accents.
We should. That'd be a steal a little bit, but.
It would.
I'm looking at it right now, and I'm not happy about it.
No, I wasn't
this
either.
Is bad. Oh, it's really
so
bad.
it's an interface though. It's not just
it's an interface.
I actually stole this. I saw this on David Spade's new television show called Lights Out, and but he didn't explain it. He just passed it off as an iPhone case that feels like skin, but it's actually an interface. It actually reacts and stuff. So you can use it as a trackpad and stuff. And
we'll post.
It doesn't need to look like skin to do that, though. It really doesn't need to look like skin to do that, though.
No,
I need to be able to pinch my phone.
No one needs to be able to do that, Brian. You psycho. Okay. No, I need to stop watching this. It's making my stomach hurt. I'm switching back to our notes.
It's hard to describe it. It really is. I mean, all the creepiness.
It's a flesh wallet for your phone,
but it's smart.
It's smart flesh.
It's smart,
as opposed to any girl I dated in high school.
You're welcome, lady.
Goodbye.
I'm sorry. That was presumptuous. I'm sorry, miss.
Miss
I love you,
person.
Just keep lobbing them out there for you, Jenny.
I'm saying that was a good thing though. So in any relationship, you may or may not hear a story that just resonates and makes you appreciate your spouse. You could be watching Temptation Island, or you could hear a story. And Brian, I don't know if you know the story, but you know the person. So a few years ago, I had a friend that was single, and he was really trying hard for me to set him up with some of my girlfriends. Okay, so he was on Tinder, he was on Plenty of Fish, he was on everything, and it was my
Farmers,
first.
what's that one? The Farmers one?
Farmers Only.
Yeah, Farmers Only. He was on that.
You
Is he a
don't have
farmer?
to be lonely on farmersonly.com.
Ugh, it's terrible.
And so it was the first time that I heard of anyone being on Tinder and stuff. And he would show me like, oh, this girl swiped on me. Oh, here are her nudes. Oh, this person swiped on me. Here are her nudes. And I'm like, like what? And he goes, yeah, they swipe and then you talk for 2 seconds and then they send you nudes. And I'm like, huh? And so he went on a date with one chick.
Welcome to 2019.
Yeah. Who took pictures, which this in itself was like, oh, fuck that. I'm going to stay married forever. But he would show me these pictures of this one chick and she had a decent body. And I'm like, you know, you might want to be careful. She's only taking pictures of her right profile. And like, that's kind of suspicious. Well, he goes on a date with her and she failed to mention that she had a stroke. And so her whole left side was droopy. And if you know this guy, he's very superficial with looks. Like
I can pretty much guarantee you most of the people listening do not know this guy, Jenny.
I don't know this guy, and I'm a part of the show.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm showing, like, I'm just describing the guy. Like, it was
If you
funny
were to know this guy.
If you were to know this guy, it's funny that this happens.
Well, he was coming out of a marriage and he was coming out of some other issues with kids and stuff like that. So like he was being very picky, I guess, is a better way to describe him. Yeah, he was looking for exactly what he wanted. I don't think that he's superficial, but he was looking for he's superficial as fuck. Never mind.
Was he shopping for sex, or was he like, I'm going to try to find a relationship now?
All men are shopping for sex, so that's not even...
When you say he's coming out of a relationship, I wasn't sure if he's looking for like the rebound case where he's going to like hang with this girl for a while.
I think at one point he actually had a conversation with me about... Did he ever tell you about his goals?
Yes.
Okay, so like, should I share that? Like at one point he wanted to have sex with 100 women in 1 year.
Oh my God. Okay.
And so we actually had to help him do the math, and I was like,
goal.
dude, it's never going to happen.
It's a really weird goal.
That was a weird goal. And I told him,
is it not going to happen because he's not attractive enough? Because he's like, what was the reason? Just generally speaking for where he was?
Two things. He's marginally attractive, but he just doesn't have the amount of money to make 100 women appear in his life in 1 year. So
got it.
Okay.
Jenny's like, I can't say anything. This is already going to be an awkward apology.
And I don't know the guy.
So here's the deal. So he gets, So he gets a chick. They've talked a couple of times. They have planned her spending the night on their first date, which I'm not going to slut shame anyone, to each his own. That's completely fine.
He's already seen half of her naked.
Exactly. So whatever. So he goes, he picks her up, has to drive about 40 minutes to an hour, whatever, grabs her. She's got her hoe bag. You know, they're all ready, all good to go.
I'm not going to slut shame her, but I'm going to call it a hoe bag.
It is. It's
a hoe bag.
It's a hoe bag. It's fine. Like, you're fine. I am team question whoever this chick is. So on the way to their date, he plays a game that he plays with all of them. It's a name that tune kind of game, and first 1 to 5 win. And he will say, if I win, I get a blowjob. If you win, what would you like? And it doesn't matter what
a blowjob.
Because always. Because it doesn't matter.
For you to blow yourself.
Which would have been nice. Sure.
I didn't specify who.
But it doesn't matter because they never win. And so, but this chick gets extremely close. Like, he wins by 1, and he is not thrilled about that. He's already it's already pissing him off. So I'm like, oh, sweet. Finally a girl that can kind of compete. So they go to this bar. They're having a good time. I think they play darts, and she wins a couple times. And I'm like, yeah, I'm really liking the sound of this chick. And he gives me a look like, wait, you don't know this chick kind of like look. And I'm like, okay. So then what happened? He's like, oh, and then, we were talking. She said she likes to hunt and fish. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that sounds great. You guys have a lot in common. What is wrong with this? He goes, well, I don't really need the competition. I don't really need someone who wants to, hunt with me all the time. He's already finding flaws in everything that's like good about the chick. So they're wrapping up the date. They get in the car and he's like, oh, you're gonna pay up your bet. And she's like, okay. And she obliges and continues to give him roadhead. And she's doing a good job and she's sticking at it, and he's driving, and she's like, gets kind of turned around, no big deal, like whatever. She's doing her best, 35 minutes go by and she's done, and she swallows her winnings and pops up and notices, oh, I didn't think you lived near me. And he goes, I don't. And she's like, what? I thought we were staying at your place. And he goes, nah, I'm not really feeling it.
No.
And my jaw drops because I think I've known him at this point for about 2 years, I think. So he's wanting me to set him up with friends, and I'm just like, you did what? And he's like, I just wasn't feeling it. And I'm like, you should have stopped her. And he goes, I'm not going to stop that. And he's like, I needed clarity. And that release was allowed me to have more clarity on whether or not I wanted
bullshit.
it to go forward.
Such
wait a
bullshit.
Wait a minute. He won a bet.
I don't give a fuck, Brian.
No, that has nothing to do with it.
You still have to pay up on a bet. Come on. This wasn't an emotional. I mean, listen, They met each other on Tinder. He's already seen half of her body naked. This is not a we're going to be together forever situation.
But there is an element of reciprocity that.
Oh, well, yeah, I definitely think he should have at least showed her a good time.
Exactly.
Right.
Is that what you guys are talking about?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the
then
things.
you could just get dropped back off at home. That's bullshit.
Yeah. You could just
Total
go.
bullshit.
You could be like, I got a call. I've got it early morning, but let's go ahead and have some fun. He's like, oh, well, since I just, finished, I wasn't really gonna I wasn't in the mood to do it anymore or do anything.
See, that was kind of poor planning on her part.
I'm not, here's the deal. I bring the story up for a couple of reasons.
Okay.
If there is a chick in the Midwest that seems like this story is hitting home because she's been in therapy for 5 years over it, send us an email at itgotweirdpod@gmail.com because I want to talk to you. So number one, I want to find her because I would... And so then after he tells the story, he goes, so didn't you say your girlfriend was going to come, visit you? Is she single? I'm like, I'm not ever going to pick you up. I don't even know why. I don't even think I'm friends with you anymore. And he's like, what? He's like, this is really that bad? I'm like, this is really that bad. And anytime my husband does not help around in the house or doesn't take out the trash, I just think I could be single.
Shit like that.
And this could have happened to me.
I'd like to.
I honestly listen, I'm not trying to just be the dick in the room. I honestly do not get that much of a reaction from this story.
Have you ever given a blowjob?
Huh? Oh, I had the dream where I gave Tom Selleck a blowjob, but no, I've never actually given one.
Then maybe you don't understand.
So I have to go give somebody a blowjob before I can understand the story?
If you go give someone a blowjob, I bet you would be pretty damn offended.
I will tell you that I have done. I have performed, and what did you guys call it? The reciprocity or whatever? Yeah, I've went above and beyond before getting any attention whatsoever and been okay with not getting attention after that. And that's okay sometimes.
Here's the thing. I'm I'm a gamer, and like I understand like those first dates when you know what you're going after, but never in my life would I
Nope.
get into a car with a man